So the Lakers signed center Drew Timme to a two-way contract today, guys, according to Shams Charania. I'm going to show you guys the report in a second, man, but this is very, very interesting because Drew Timme was one of those guys that I was hoping that the Lakers traded for this offseason. Now, I know, like, hear me out before you guys, like judge me on this, but I think that Drew Timme has a bright, I ain't gonna say a bright future, but I do think he has a spot in the league. From here on out, I really do think he does. I'm very, very surprised Brooklyn Nets gave up on him because he is a very talented offensive player, but defensively he has his struggles. But I do think that, you know, being in the G League and developing defensively, and you know, maybe this will continue to humble him when it comes to when you get your opportunity on the court. You need to take full advantage of it, and that's on the defensive side of the ball as well. We don't necessarily need you to be a shot blocker. We don't necessarily need that. But when you're on the court and you're playing defense, we need you to have a high motor, calling out things behind coverages, being in the right spots and rotations, setting charges. Like, there's plenty of things you can do defensively to be a good defensive big. You don't have to necessarily always protect the rim and block shots, especially if you're going to be a backup center. So let's go ahead and hop into the report by Shams Charania, the official report that came out about an hour ago now that I'm recording this video. Los Angeles Lakers are signing center Drew Timme to a two-way NBA deal from their South Bay Laker team. Agents Dedrick Faison and Rich Gray tell ESPN. Timme played for the Nets to finish last season and join the Lakers G League, averaging 25.5 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. See, that's the thing about Drew Timme. Before we hop into the tape of Drew Timme, I want to show you guys his stats in the G League just real fast, because obviously it's the G League, guys, and you don't want to take too much in consideration when it comes to that. But he's been going absolutely berserk in the Drew League. I mean, the Drew League and the G League. And, you know, he was a very good player at Gonzaga, and he had a lot of high hopes from a lot of people coming out of Gonzaga and stuff like that. It really hasn't panned out that much for him. But maybe he can get the right opportunity and be in the right system and play alongside all these playmakers we have with the Lakers. He's very good at finishing around the rim. He's very good in dribble handoffs. He's very good at setting screens. He has a nice little float game and things of that nature. He's very, very crafty around the rim. He can finish with both hands, and he does a lot of things for your team offensively. But the big downfall for this guy is the defensive side of the ball. And if he can show any type of upside on that side of the ball, you get an absolute steal. So there have been plenty of players that have made their careers in the same route that you want a guy like Drew Timme to go. When it comes to guys getting drafted high or getting drafted at all, being undrafted, whatever, going down to the G League, coming back up, doing the small things to help a team, getting in the rotation, and then showcasing your talents, a la Austin Reeves, a la like Alex Caruso. There's plenty of players that have took this route, Jose Alvarado, and they are in a perennial role for their team now, and, you know, trying to contribute to that team winning. So hopefully Drew Timme can be that same thing with this team. And the Lakers did obviously cut Christian Koloko to make this move possible. So now they have 3 two-way players, and Chris Mannion, Drew Timme, and Nick Smith Jr. All 3 of those guys are two-way players. But as you guys can see, man, he's averaging right now almost 26 points a game. Almost 26 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. And he is very, very good at passing the ball. So that's another thing that he helps you with. Guys like Luka, LeBron, and Austin Reeves, especially Luka, gets double-teamed all the time at half court. If you're running a pick and roll or a pick and pop or just a pick and roll, the pick and roll type of offense the Lakers run, Luka gets doubled. You dump the ball off to Drew Timme. He is very good at making that decision in the middle of the court. He is extremely good at that. For me watching the tape, for me watching the highlights, that's some of the things that I did notice. And I'm going to hop into showing you guys one of his summer league games.
As soon as you catch that on a roll.
Excuse me. Showing you guys one of his summer league games from this summer. And this tape is actually against Alex Sarr. Alex Sarr is the starting center for the Washington Wizards, and he has a very high upside. He's one of the better defensive bigs in the league already. He's a good shot blocker. He's a very good rim protector. And Drew Timme outplayed him in the summer league game. Now, obviously, guys, this is a summer league game. I'm not talking about Drew Timme coming into the Lakers and we got a new superstar. You know, he can spread the floor, he can shoot the three. He brings you something that you really don't have. And in some nights that, you know, like for example, right now, DeAndre Ayton is injured. He's not going to play tomorrow night against the Los Angeles Clippers. Maybe nights in the future or later on in the season, you're going to need bodies. And Drew Timme, maybe he can be a guy that you can put in the game and depend on, like Maxi Kleber. Maxi Kleber is one of those centers that you can play alongside other centers or other bigs. And having him in the game and a guy like Drew Timme, maybe he can kind of cover up some of those defensive liabilities that Drew Timme has. Drew Timme is a talented player, bro. He's 7 foot tall. Like I said, he's a very, very good offensive player. And I know he has his shortcomings on the defensive side of the ball. But if you can try to hide those by putting another center on the court with him, like a Maxi Kleber, and Maxi Kleber has played very, very well for this Lakers team the couple games he's played in this season. That Bucks game when he was on the court with DeAndre Ayton, he looked phenomenal. The game last night against the Utah Jazz when he had to step in and beat a backup to Jackson Hayes because Ayton got hurt in the first half. He played great. He didn't do anything stats popping off the sheet, but he did all of the small things. Great screens, great rim protection. He blocked a couple shots, offensive rebounds, just all of the small things. Great on rotations. He had a very important dribble drive, or not a dribble drive, pump fake drive to the rim and dunk at the end of the game to kind of help the Lakers hold on to that lead they had in the last couple minutes of that fourth quarter. So Drew Timme's tape offensively is extremely impressive. Like, as you see, like, he's very good around the rim and ones all the time. He can spread the floor. He finishes through contact very, very well. That was one of the best things about him in college. He is very crafty around the rim. And this is I'm extremely excited about this signing, guys. Like, I'm extremely excited about it, man, because I do think that Drew Timme can have a role in this league some way, somehow. I really do. So if one of your guys, I like Drew Timme. I like Drew Timme a lot more than guys like Christian Koloko. Koloko just didn't show me enough. I thought he was like, he had the versatility defensively. I thought he had the upside defensively, but like he was missing lobs. His timing was bad. And it just didn't pan out with Koloko. Maybe it'll pan out for somebody else because I do think he could be a pretty good defensive big. But what Drew Timme brings you on the offensive side of the ball and finishing around, he even had a couple games in the NBA last season when he played for the Brooklyn Nets that he played extremely well. Even against the Mavericks, when they played against the Mavericks, he was going up against Anthony Davis, and he was going head-to-head battling Anthony Davis. So I watched that game. I am a Dallas native, so I watched that game and I seen it. And these are the type of games that, okay, you're like, okay, he kind of showed me something in that game. And that's when last year I was like, maybe the Lakers can maybe trade for him this offseason. I didn't think it would cost that much. But I 100% did not think the Brooklyn Nets would cut him and just let him go. And he signed with the Lakers G League team. And now they signed him to a 2-way contract. So hopefully he gets some run with the real team in the league. He's not a very good defender. But like I said, offensively, guys, he can bring you some things to this team. So let me know how you guys feel about the Drew Timme signing a 2-way contract with the Los Angeles Lakers. And a 2-way contract means that he'll be eligible to play in the G League and in the NBA, obviously. But I think there's a limited amount of games he can play in the NBA, so he won't be playing like for the rest of the season or anything like that. But the Lakers can activate him, and he can play in certain amount of games for the big team on the Lakers throughout the regular season. So let me know how you guys feel about this Drew Timme signing in the comment section below, guys. Do you think this means anything at all, or are you actually excited? Like, I'm excited about this. I like this signing. I like them signing him to a 2-way contract, especially replacing Koloko. I just believe that you need to sign guys to 2-way contracts that have a lot of potential and have a lot of upside. And I do think Drew Timme has both of those things. So let me know how you guys feel about this sign in the comment section below. If you guys enjoyed today's video, man, y'all be sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and catch you guys on the next one, man. Peace.